Will you be seeing the president?
I don't know, Piers. If he asks me to, I will. He indicated there that he would like to meet. I guess it depends how busy he is. But look, you know, I've met him many times before when I've been across in Washington, and very often it's kind of, oh, do you know what? I'm free. Does Nigel want to come and see me? So I'll be waiting for the call this afternoon.
We're in an unusual position, aren't we, with a Trump visit, where the usual suspects come out, Sadiq Khan, the London mayor, Jeremy Corbyn and others, and they see their main duty is to scream as loudly as they can about how awful he is.
Democratic duty.
And yet I detect, certainly from the coverage in the papers today of last night's state banquet, there's clearly a softening in this country. It may just be we're getting used to Donald Trump, but clearly a softening. And I think the Queen is having a large part to do with that. The way that she greets him, the warmth that she shows towards him.
They're seeing an American president who got elected making a series of promises and actually carrying them out. And the contrast between that and two parties here who write things in manifestos that they never intend to deliver is also one of the reasons why Trump's popularity is much higher now than it was back at the time he was elected.
Nigel, the Tory leadership race is going on. You're not going to be part of that. We all understand that.
Although...
You are one of the most powerful forces in British politics right now. If you were to emerge triumphant in this leadership race and you were the one charged with running the Conservative Party, running the country, with Brexit as still the only thing that matters, how do we actually, given the way Parliament is structured, given its opposition to almost everything to do with Brexit, how do we actually technically get Brexit done?
Well, I think you had a clue when a brand new party that was 6 weeks old won the European elections, getting 50% more votes than any other party. You know, if I could do that with the Brexit party in 6 weeks, it shows you what the potential is. We need a leader who's got vision, a leader that says, the European Treaty, the withdrawal agreement was a disaster, we're getting rid of it, giving notice to Brussels, taking control of the negotiations and making it clear we are leaving on whatever terms they may be on the 31st of October. And you know, if Parliament was to vote against that, if Parliament was to bring the Prime Minister down over that position, that's the moment that somebody bold and with a vision could take it to the country and win a general election with a big majority, and then it would be done.
Is that what you most hope is going to happen? That there is a general election and that perhaps you could scoop up that position?
Well, no, not really. I mean, look, you know, I want us to leave the European Union. I've never been in this for personal position or personal ambition. It's the reason that I retired from politics after we won the referendum back in 2016.
Didn't stay away, though, did you?
Well, I couldn't stay away. I couldn't, after 25 years of fighting to get us out of the European Union, watch these cynical career politicians in Westminster bulldoze it aside. I felt I had to come back and get involved.
But Mr Farage, you're a career politician yourself.
I'm not.
That's a disingenuous thing to say.
No, I am not.
Yes,
I am not.
Are.
Can I...
Otherwise, I wouldn't, would I, have retired effectively from politics back in 2016.
You retired for 5 minutes, though, didn't you?
2 years. No, 2 years.
You
barely stayed quiet.
Can you two stop squabbling, please? Can I just bring this back? I want to get serious for a moment. The Brexit Party is now a serious thing. It had a serious success in the European elections. One of your new Brexit Party MEPs is Ann Widdecombe, and she hit the headlines this week in a pretty unsavoury manner by suggesting that science may produce an answer to homosexuality. What is your reaction to what she said?
Well, science may provide all sorts of answers that you and I don't know about. Look, Ann Widdecombe is a devout Christian, and there is nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. She will have views on abortion and on homosexuality that'll be very different to the views that are held by many others. And you know something? I think these things are matters of conscience. I don't think they're matters for party leaders to support or condemn individuals because they have strong views.
Hang on, that's a bit of a cop-out, isn't it? Because she's one of the most high-profile people representing your party. She has said something that many gay people in this country, I would think almost every gay person
suggesting that
in this
there needs
country,
to be a scientific answer for something,
there's
a problem with it.
With the implied implication that there's something wrong with being gay, which is clearly what she believes, that it's a sin and it's wrong, and that somehow you can be scientifically cured, you can be converted back.
Well, she didn't quite say that, but look, the point is this: there are millions of people out there who are practicing Roman Catholics in this country.
I am.
Who
I'm a Roman Catholic. I don't agree with bigotry against gay people.
Well, people, in a free society, tolerance needs to be a two-way street. And I really do think that devout Christians should be allowed to have their opinions.
They can have their opinions, Nigel, but should they be allowed to say something as inflammatory as, you're not just wrong, but hopefully science will be able to cure you? Because if I was a gay person, I would find that incredibly insensitive and indeed offensive. Yeah. And I would want you, as the leader of the Brexit Party, to take a pretty firm stand and say you can have your religious views, but actually I don't believe... I mean, do you personally believe in gay conversion therapy?
Piers, I will take no stand on this whatsoever.
Really?
I certainly won't. No, I believe in issues of conscience. I believe it very strongly.
But what is your belief about?
I think it was too much.
Okay, but that's fine.
Well, I tell you what.
What is your belief about homosexuality? Do you believe that people can be cured of homosexuality through science?
I very much doubt human beings can be cured of anything. I think we're born the way we are.
Should they be cured?
And we tend to stay with our characteristics for the whole of our life.
Is homosexuality a disease?
This is a serious thing for gay people in this country. Gay people want to know, is the Brexit Party on their side or not? And your reluctance to say that gay people can't be cured by science will alarm them.
I haven't commented on it. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put Louis Steadman Bryce, who is gay, who was our MEP for Scotland, and you can have him on your programme tomorrow and ask him how he feels about it.
I'm asking you. You're the leader of the party.
Yes, and I will not support or condemn individuals for their views on abortion, on homosexuality, on issues of conscience.
No, but do you personally believe homosexuality is a sin?
No, I don't.
Okay, so do you think that... Do you personally believe that
gay... As I've said already...
Yeah, but do you personally believe... I think it's important, Nigel, this.
So do I. That's why I'm saying it again.
I don't think you should wriggle off the hook of responsibility as a party leader for one of the biggest issues in this country, which is gay rights, right, and equality. Do you personally believe gay people can be converted back to being heterosexual?
I thought in terms of gay rights and equality, there was legislation in place. I thought we'd done that work
but what
already.
Is your belief? Do you think people can be cured?
I thought we'd done that. No, Piers, I've said once already, and I'll say it again, I think we're born the way we are, and basically, through our lives, we very rarely change at all.
Right.
Do you think that religious rights should trump gay rights?
I think people should be allowed to have gay rights, and I think people should be allowed to have religious conscience. And goodness me, if we start to attack and condemn people because of religious conscience, we're going to cause all sorts of problems in this country, not just, I might add, with Roman Catholics, but with many, many others of Muslim faith who have even stronger feelings on this subject than Ann Widdecombe.
But here's the problem.
Let's accept that tolerance is a two-way street.
Yeah, but you see, but it doesn't sound very tolerant. That's my problem with it. And the other problem with it is that when you become an MEP, as Ann Widdecombe just has, and I like Ann Widdecombe personally, but I was alarmed by these comments, is that she's now in a position to help formulate policy on these issues. In Northern Ireland, for example, the abortion debate has been raging now for a very long time. For you to simply say you have no opinion on abortion, I think would alarm people.
I'll tell you what's intolerant. It's when the pack mentality decides that a certain group of people have a view that is not acceptable in their mainstream lives and they should be hounded out of public office for having a different point of view.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
That is real. Well, you hinted it. And
No,
that is real intolerance.
No, because I would agree with you about that, except I would argue that your position as leader in saying, I don't want to express an opinion about anything to do with gay rights or abortion or whatever.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I've expressed an opinion in this interview. What I said was, I will not condemn or support individuals on matters of conscience.
But the Brexit Party, just to clarify, and I'm going to leave it after this, the Brexit Party, to clarify, does not have a position on homosexuality that you can be cured of it.
No, of course not. And nor does it have an official line on abortion or the death penalty or any of those things. They are matters of conscience for individuals. And that's important. Let's have more people in public life who've got their own views on things rather than being told what they should think by mainstream media or their party leaders.
I'd just like to point out homosexuality is not a matter of conscience, it's a matter of fact.
People's views on it are a matter of conscience, and you know that. And we've seen outside those schools in Birmingham, Muslim parents protesting over the course of the last week. There are different points of view out there. We need to understand that.
Well, let's just understand that we just accept people who are gay and not have any argument about it.
Well, I think that's right. So there we are. I agree.